Hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your weekly read. I am your spiritual intuitive life coach, giving you information to keep energizing you into union. So remember all my things. Remember, I'm still doing the $15 for 30 minutes readings. Please make sure that you go to DivineUnisouls11.co to book a reading. It will lead you to my online book. I have my t-shirts there, also merchandise t-shirts. Get your mission or get your masculineness on there. Also for you to get my to lead is to be divine. I have my package on there, which is $22.22. Also, my oracle cards are on there as well. Someone tells me I need to bring them out. I didn't. My oracle cards as well are on sale. That's these. These are $33 as well. All right, doing this short and sweet because I already did my PSA rant on yesterday with the one that was about the not the Lionsgate, the Aquarius moon, full moon that we had experienced here. Pretty much that. So I'm not going on that. It's just to make sure, again, when booking, make sure that you go through the proper channels as well in order to get that. Also, make sure that, remember that just very quickly, some of you all don't know, some of my services consist of inner child healing, what the inner child issues, identifying what your inner child issues are. I also do your mission and purpose. I can identify that. Past lives, how that even influences you as far as in your mission and purpose now, and how in past lives influences you in your relationship. I also do, I say mission and purpose and the twin flame dynamic in the relationship. And if they're in a third party, you're in a third party, and you believe there's a karmic energy, that's kind of karmatic energy that's involved as well, I'm able to do that too. So those are all my services that I do. I don't just do twin flame. I'm here to energize and get you motivated to say, as far as your purpose, your mission, heal your inner child issues as well. Look and see how the past lives have, how they influence you as far as what you're doing now, as far as in relationships and in the mission and purpose as well. So those are the things that I offer there. So when you book a reading with me, make sure you be specific as to which one, because I'll ask you what area do you want spirit to look into. So make sure that you're very specific in telling as far as what you want me to dive into. You want me to deep dive into your mission, you want to deep dive into your purpose, you want to deep dive into your inner childhood issues that you have, you want me to deep dive into your twin flame and the karmic issues there. You have to kind of be very specific as to, you have to be specific and let me know what that is. Okay. All right, DM just text me right this smack dab in the middle. Okay. All right. I'm working. Let's see. All right. On to it. Fold 2. Let's get to moving. Let's get to grooving. All right then. So now, what is the objective for next week? What is the objective? August is kind of going through fast. It's like, Dad, didn't we just get into August? I was like, see you deuces, I'm out of here. I ain't staying in this energy too long. You move right on into September. September. When I first met you, remember? And remember that? That comes from Barry White. September. Okay. It will remember. Very first time in September. Okay. Man, how you gonna do that? Don't listen here. I can't say now. Don't start on that. Okay. Felt like the things like I'm gonna get into the reading. Thank you. All right then. So here we go. I'm gonna disconnect you from that. Okay. So grow. Archangel Michael. All right. So we have grow. What challenge do you want to overcome? Oh wow. These are new cards here. And be me. What is most important to you? Okay, you know what? Disconnect from me. You should be okay. What is that? Okay. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let's get a pull on this. Okay. Let's see if anything happened now. I got rubber shoes on. I don't know what it's acting like it was shortened or something. Okay, all right then. Here we go. Like Dad, check into that, please. I don't know what that was about. Okay, so now, in that. Okay, all right. So growth. What challenge do you want? What challenge? Every time I talk, you stop saying something. What challenge? What challenge do you want to overcome? Okay. Grow. Okay, and then be me. What is most important to you? All right, so these are two things in the energies in which we are going to be working with next week. So we're talking about we need to have some spiritual growth, and we're really focusing on, to me, I look at this as saying, is that like forget about everything else. It's like what is exactly important to you. Like forget about everybody but what my mom said or what my dad said or anything else that comes into the picture. Is like what is the most important thing to you. So to kind of really start thinking about that next week. That's going to be the objective and the intentions that you should be drawing to going into the next following week. So what is asked and it shall be given? Clear. I know the key to creating my every desire. It is not possible to consistently feel positive emotion about something and have it turn out badly. For the way you feel will tell you if you are allowing your natural well-being or not. Once you understand that the way you feel indicates your level of allowing or resisting, you now hold the key to creating anything you desire. So again, these challenges, what's helping you to kind of like grow right now to me is the way you're thinking, your thought process. You got to bring it up to a higher level. I put on the community board about a man that was talking about how the more you grow, the more you know, and that the more it seems like things, once you start to kind of ascend, it starts to bring these energies to you to keep on like make you thinking like, oh, it's not working. Oh my God, it's getting worse. I'm on this twin flame journey. I just learned about it. Oh my God, it looks like everything is just coming at me. Or, ooh, I'm trying this gym package and I'm trying this new meditation and technique. And like, oh my God, instead of things getting better, things are getting worse. So I'm just going to kind of like stop doing it. And so it's at the point that really when you're doing that, it's like you're saying, you know what he's saying about the mind. He said the mind, you'll find out, is really not being your friend. And sometimes it comes to the point that it becomes your foe. And so what you have to do is get to the point where, you know, you hear the sound that your mind is saying, but you get to the point that you break through it, because you'll finalize that, oh no, you can't do that. You can't do no YouTube channel because, you know, you you know, everybody will know, you know, you very well known and popular with one of your circle of friends. What if it would get out that you doing YouTube? Like, oh my God, you know, what was your friends think? You know, that you doing this. You know, what would the people in the church community think? Like, oh my gosh, he doing devil's work or whatever it is. So those are the things. So he was saying, you know, you kind of keep on, your mind keeps on thinking about those things. Like, and you're like, no, I shouldn't do it. I'm just going to go back to what I know. Yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Like, I go out there and I be on the YouTube channel. Then all of a sudden I get a whole bunch of thumbs down. Like, okay, I shouldn't do this. No, maybe I should let me just stop doing it. Let me just stop doing the YouTube, the videos on it. Because ain't nobody looking at it. I'm looking at my subscribers. My subscribers are down to 1 or 30. And it ain't grown. It's just plateaued and stayed the same way. It ain't grown. So I think maybe I should just stop. This don't make sense. Yeah, because I just go back to what I know. I just be comfortable not doing it. Okay, so you pretty much those things that come in your mind is not trying to, like, a person like, no, go back to what we know and feel comfortable, and it doesn't want you to grow. And it works against you. And so he was saying, you know, you have to ask yourself, I want the truth. You know, you bring it in, I want to track the truth about things, and, you know, truth of the matter, or the heart of the matter, the truth about who I am. You know, I'm standing in my truth. So all those things, they help to kind of attract those kind of things to you and stop you from feeling like, oh my God, I'm scared, you know, of actually growing out of my comfort zone. Learning again, back to this again, to what is important, to understand, to just be me, like a Fantasia, I'm doing me. You got to kind of do that. Okay, go back to just being you. Okay, what does the angel energies want us to be working with this week? Clear. Like, I see something on us here. I'm like, what the heck? Ask for help, guardian angels. So this week, they're saying ask for the angels to kind of assist you in help. I'm very much an advocate about that. It's talking about angels and getting assistance, because they energetically can go places and help to kind of fix, and energy-wise, things that will be to your benefit and to your advantage. You know, you're always look and see and kind of look up on some angels that you might even feel like you might have some kinship to as well. But, you know, you just call on your guardian angels, and they will protect and guide you. Ask for your guides as well, that can help you as far as on you knowing what's your next step, especially when you're trying to overcome some of these challenges that are coming to you. And then you're trying to be in the purpose. You need to be protected as you're trying to discover who you are and what's important to you. Because once you start talking about, well, I'm looking for things that's important for me, everything that's going to come out the woodwork is going to be almost like, is they calling? Oh, color me beautiful. Oh, no. Color me beautiful is calling. Okay, so right, whatever things that can help you to color you to be beautiful, that is the thing in which you're doing. So that color me beautiful is calling. So they're doing whatever it is, the cards for be able to help you color you beautiful in the process. So that's why you need your angels and your guardian angels to kind of help you and guide you along while you're trying to do this. Because like I said before, color me beautiful called. Again, there I picture almost just like in the Matrix, where you had like a whole bunch of like them agents was jumping on top of Neo in the Matrix, and he had to fight him to kind of get him off. And that, I think it was like a beginning scene, like the very last Matrix. And he was in the school parking lot out there in the playground, and they were just coming at him, spinning around, all of them piling up on him. And that's you know, once you be saying, okay, I'm gonna become Neo, I'm gonna come into my divinity, and I'm start doing what I want to do, then that's when the challenges, like they say, things of those natures kind of help to polish you. Let's not look at it that they come to stop you. And that's what the man's video that I posted was trying to remind you. It's like they're not coming to stop you. It's just to help you to become more into yourself, into identifying who you are, and for you to be able to stand in your truth. To say, no, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is the mission that I want to be on. This is the purpose I want to be. I want this union. You know, I'm true, and I'm going to stay true to the cause and on the path. So that's why it's saying you need your guardian angels to help you as you're going along doing that. Okay, let's look at what's happening with the Divine Feminine next week. Clear. What's in the heart space of the Divine Feminine? And what's in the heart space of the Divine Masculine? Okay, it's clarifiers. Clear. Okay, so right now the Divine Feminine is concentrating on finances and careers. You've been harvesting a lot of what you have been planting. You've been reaping what you sowed. And so financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Because like I said, you've been reaping, you've been harvesting and putting things down and planting what things that you want to kind of come into fruition. And so at this time, while you kind of working on that, you'll find that you're going to have the time for a nap. Especially looking into these time for a nap, like taking a rest from all these illusions and things of what's happening, because I feel that in some ways you need to do that because you got to kind of step away. You've been working. All that didn't work. You've been doing all of that working. That is at the point that you got to stop, because see, you could get to the point that you're over. Like me doing all these readings and stuff, I had said to myself, I said, okay, now we got to kind of give kind of like a little rest here, because it's just overworking till it just becomes like it's not. You don't want it to come to the point that you're not in your bliss. It just feels like you're just cranking them out like that. And so then it's, to me, it's look like you've been kind of really working. Finances to me is also could be in your abundance, your career, by what you put in your resources, your time, your efforts, those things into could be your career as well. So something that you want to say, this is something steadily I want to kind of work at as time goes on. It could be a job, but it could be other things too, as far as what is it, as far as how you work in the 3D world. With this is you got to take a rest, because to me, I'm feeling some of you all is kind of making some kind of like financials, kind of like mistakes and snafus, whatever's going on with this. And I'm also picking up that you got to kind of, at this point, you got to kind of rest so you can come back and really think about it with a clear head. A lot of times, I know even when I'm doing my bills, I get so kind of like, sometimes if you ain't got it, you kind of get frustrated, you get anxiety, and you're like, wait a second, you done mess up your calculations and everything. You're like, wait a second, after that, I should have had, last time I calculated, I had $20. Now, this I only got $2 left. Wait a second. So, you keep on over and over and over again. So you're like, you know what, let me just stop. I'll pick this back up in the morning. And just kind of forget it, because right now I'm getting nervous and the reptilian brain is kicking in and you can't really see. Okay, so right now it's saying just give it a rest. You all is getting the anxiety. And I think I seen on some other channels they were talking about that this money we're going to have to kind of watch it. We can't get very frivolous with the money. We got to be kind of like watch how we're spending, be very wise in the process. when you do this, you're moving into this point that maybe some of us have been having financial issues, career things that we need to kind of pay attention to, because we need to kind of get a leg up on the situation. We got to be able to attack this thing with brute force, because I see the polar bear that's here. Some other kind of ways is I see a little child here. So this could go two ways. Let's look back at inwardly from our childhood issues. Is there some kind of way that maybe when you had grown up was dealing with money, maybe money wasn't as flourished in you growing up, the lifestyle, maybe your lifestyle was a certain way, maybe living in a world of it always was a constant verification or solidifying that, you know, is a thought, a consciousness of lack in your family as well. So that kind of, you got to kind of like watch that. You know, some of that stuff ain't about, like, I be damn, I be trying, I been working, and it just look, I never get no hands on. Like what they say, I'm one check away from being out there homeless, and I can't really kind of understand what's going on here. And so then you got to kind of look back and see it. If you know that you pretty much operating and understand the laws of abundance and attraction, and you're doing it and it's not working, then let's kind of start looking back at our childhood to see, is it some kind of way running program that's going on with you, this subconsciously, that's just like, you know what, it's always a thought of lack. You know, did you kind of grow up into that? I think about also like with my dad, him growing up, a lot of times when he's growing up in his household, it was a thought of a theme of lack, not having enough. You know, all of them helped out. You know, they always told the story about they had that one pint of black walnut ice cream, and the uncle would bring it, and it'd be shared between all of them, and you know, they live off the ice cream, and that was just like a treat. Okay, after a while you kind of do that, and that kind of starts with the flea kind of theory. That's pretty much all you know. You always lack. Now when you grow up and you become just like my dad did, is this example, he got to the point that it was just like, okay, I'm work, like Rihanna, work, and that was it. He worked very much so that he had like 3 jobs, and then I think when I came along, it spanned down to 2, because he was always in that kind of like that fear factor. Is like, I don't want to ever be in the position where I don't ever have enough. Okay, so that's the same thing. So subconsciously, he out of that. He had a very good job, very good position in both things that he did, post office and also working for the board. 2 things. So my thing is that and you know, it's just like I'm just working. And this subconscious, run off that subconscious program, is that I gotta provide. I got a family. I gotta provide. So this is what I'm saying. You got to kind of watch and go back to your inner things. Moving on with Divine Feminine. Also, the energy is free yourself. So again, we got this unicorn here. That, no pun intended, wordy swordy. But you have this unicorn again. These energies where you feel like you're trapped, and you're not trapped. You are magical. Unicorns are magical. I mean, they could do anything. They don't even exist. I mean, in this 3D world or realm, but in the 5D realms of the fairies and everything else and dragons, they do. Now, what's going on with free ourselves? Because we want to say it's time for us it's time to take back control of our life. That's what we're saying by free yourself, because we feel like we need to start doing that right now. Time is ticking for us too. Time is ticking also with the divine, dealing with the divine masculine. But, you know what I'm saying, when we get in the union, but we also know that right now it begins and ends with me. So you're saying right now you need to kind of open up the doors of opportunities, start this new beginning, and be on top of this new beginning. What did it say here? I guess it say here and now. Okay. You feel like in the past, maybe emotionally, you put yourself up on a pedestal and you feel like you're iced out. And I will say it's 2 ways. I got a fork in the road feeling, which is saying not only did you put it up there, but you feel that your divine masculine put you up on this pedestal and he iced you. Okay, just up there. So no way of coming down, and so you've been kind of soaking in those feelings. So again, that might go back to the card say free yourself. You also feel the winds of change, like the Santa Ana winds. Santa Ana winds come and they bring that change whenever you feel. You can tell the difference of it. It has a different energy and vibe to it. It's very warm, and it's very like a smooth kind of wind that kind of blows through. And those winds there usually kind of bring on, energy wise, it changes the atmosphere. Okay, same thing. You feel it within your soul, within your spirit, that it's a movement for change. You don't know if that movement has been brought on by like what the Lion's Gate, also as well as this Aquarius full moon. It's giving you these energies. They're saturated, especially with all the planetary shifts and movements that's going on. It's helping to saturate the energies in the universe for us to help us to do that. I seen that on somebody's video. That's like, you know what, really, to tell you the truth, the universe is really trying to do its best way to really have it to be a fertile ground, a fertile atmosphere for you to really manifest what you want, and why we have these energies the way they are. It's going to help you now with this with change, changing the wind, to help you to kind of propel and get the winds and shifting and moving. Okay, and for you to get a specific and a definite destination and direction that you're actually going to go. Now, wherever way you take this transportation as far as to move from point A to point B in your mind or in your emotions, is going to be totally different than the norm of something that you will probably use to move you or propel you from point A to point B. You also have a loyal heart. You want to free yourself, because I think one way I'm picking up is like this loyalty to really be able to serve this one thing. I think about the biblical saying, I will not have any other gods before me. Just one, this duality or this dual mindedness that you're portraying here will help you to also say, stay focused, because I'm looking at these owls. These owls are wise, but they're paying attention to each other. The eyes are there, and they know they're connected. They're rooted from their root chakra. They're merged, and they're together, grounded together. So you got to kind of get rooted in this idea of this twin flame, and this is what you want. Keep your eyes on the prize, which is looking at the divine masculine. Both of you all in your divine things, which will create a new world and a opening of the heart. Okay. Also, you need to want to free yourself. You pretty much in freeing yourself, you're going to be able to. You want to play it by the book. Okay, so we're looking at the past, seeing how we was a clown on some things. We're not even throwing it all on the DM. We're seeing our part of which we had played as well. We're looking at our present moment and seeing what we are now. And then we're looking at the future, which is helping us to kind of really put those stair steps as far as leveling up as to where we actually need to go. I think about what they said, what challenge do you want to overcome? In order for you to get your freedom, you're going to have to play things by the book. You can't skip around and say, I'm not going to do my meditations, or I'm not going to hit the gym, or I'm not going to read the book, or whatever, do my webinar class to lead us divine. I'm just going to go rogue and do my own thing. Well, there's a slight little problem there, because again, if right now at this part with the energies that's going on, you're going to have to do things, play it by the book. Everything's got to be a level up. Once you attain one level, you go to the next level. You get at that level, you're going to the next one. Okay, and then you're also moving from this one and have this freedom with yourself. You're moving into the next thing, which is to have a deeper knowing, which is, again, you getting wiser. You're seeing the illusions for what they are. You know, you're not getting all like, oh my God, Danger, Real Robinson, Danger. That's what used to be on the TV show called Lost in Space. And when the robot used to get all over, get crazy, and some danger was coming, he would go around and say, Danger, Real Robinson, Danger, Real Robinson. You're able to not go into that consciousness and kind of center yourself and say, okay, I see it. That's the illusion. That's not my truth. Whatever's going on, I'm still going to stay the path, like the man had said in the video. Still going to stay the path, because I have a deeper knowing. I have a deeper understanding of why these things are happening, and that really doesn't have anything to do with me. Okay. Also, that goes back into this, all that glitters goes. You're getting to the point in freeing yourself. You got to be able to identify and to be able to distinguish and have the spirit of discernment about what things is your truth, what things are other people's truth, and what thing is the world's truth. Okay, so you, in order for you got to do that, you got to take the mask off. You know, the same thing like when I was dealing with my DM, I had to say, okay, we're going to deal in truth. I'm coming with the truth. If I'm the leader, I'm the awakened one, then you got to in turn come with the truth as well. And so that's very important to understand that as far as who's as wearing masks, you got to really to be able to be truthful, and you want that kind of trust. Remember I said that in my webinar about that trusted relationship. You got to be the trust. You got to show the trust regardless of how things appear and seem to be. Okay, same thing with this. You want the truth and nothing but the truth. You want to come there showing your vulnerability, and you don't want to be coming up with this mask or anything and portraying persona-wise you something else that you're not. Saying you coming there like you Beyonce and your whole mannerisms and how you acting, and that's not really what you're about. You want to come there very truthfully, so he can come there very truthfully. The divine masculine. What you're doing at this point is you're moving into the energies of letting go of control issues. Why? Because you would want this twin flame dynamic and relationship to work. You want to move into that energy. You want to move into that energy where it's one has the key and the other one has the lock, and only that one person has that key to unlock that lock to that person's heart. You want to move into that energy where the where your partner is your mate for life. It's not like it's somebody else, Shaniqua and all this, and Tanya and whatever is there, and Jennifer is that them things is obsolete. I'm just on this one person, and I'm really working on concentrating on getting that perfected. Okay? All right, let's move on into the energies. What is it? What is it that we're hiding? Clear. What is the divine feminine hiding? Ooh. And what is the divine masculine hiding next week? Let's see if it's true. You come back around. Interesting. Okay, so the divine feminine, I'll come back to you. Divine feminine is really out here masquerading that she's really all up in her head, but she's portraying like she's not. But it's getting to the point that she's all up in her head, and she's thinking so much that it's becoming like it's this negativity, like a parasite, is actually feeding off of her, and then she's losing energy from all this thinking. You want the freedom, but at the same time you feel energetically like something is tied and holding on to you, and it's really sucking the life out of you to at the point that you as the host is going to die off, and this thing was ever suck it off to you is going to live. Now this parasite could be your finances. If you're saying, dag it, I'm telling you about these bills, you just don't know, Divine Sunshine. I am so daggone tired of these bills. These bills is sucking me dry. I don't feel like I have no energy because they be calling me. Talk about, hello, who is this? Is this Divine Sunshine? And you like, may I ask who's calling? Yeah, this is Capital One. You're like, that. I'm sorry, you got the wrong number. So you got to really kind of see at that time, as far as you know, when you're doing that, and those credit cards or whatever they're calling you, the finances is really weighing on you. And then you also have with your career. Maybe also where you're at as a job, you like, I think I have somebody tell me about that. The job is working on your nerves. Don't really know what's the next step that you got to actually do. Should you stay? Ooh, excuse me. Should you stay? Or should I stay or should I go? Should you stay or should you go? Because really, at this point, this career is becoming like a leech as well, and it's sucking you dry. Like, oh my God, I gotta go to this job. Oh my God, I don't want to be here. Is it 5 o'clock yet? No. What time is it? 10:35. What you mean at night? No, 10:35 in the a.m. You just got here about 5 minutes ago. Oh, I did. Oh no. So it's like you dealing with that. For the divine masculine, you have calling the storm. Now, what I pick up from this is some of you all is like, you know what? Come on, bring it. I done held off for the storm long enough. And let me just go ahead and let it happen. And let me just be armed and ready for it to have that. Because storms, they have their purpose. They help to kind of renew the energy in the atmosphere. They help to kind of clean up those things that don't belong. They get to twirling with the winds that go around. Um, those things are just like in life. It might shuffle up things. They have been too settled, too much in the comfort zone. And that's why you want to say call in the storm. Because it's something that you need. Because you're not, it's almost, to me, this calling the storm is like what we say about the tower. Bring on this tower. And I don't need no aha light tower neither. I need a tower that's just going to really put the fire in my behind, in my booty, and fire in my ass to kind of keep it moving. Okay? And so this is what's going on here. I see I use a lot of tribal things, so you might find yourself using some kind of like old-fashioned methods to kind of help you to deal with what's in the storm. Like get down to just right to the bare basics. No kind of flash and dash to what you're doing. Also, guilty regret. Some of these things that you got to do this is because, again, we got this guilty regret card here. It's because you want the crown, but at the same time, whatever crown that you have on your head is not allowing for the intuition and the awareness to actually come on in. And it's stopping it. It's got to go through all this thorny stuff and twigs and everything before it can make its way to you without harming itself. You look very robotic, like in this situation. It's like I'm just robotic. It looks like almost like Elsie, the ice princess. That like because her eyes are not really being seen. They kind of glossed over. So to me, it looks like whatever's going on with you is causing you to think, which is a good thing. But at the same time, it's keeping you stuck, okay? Because you keep thinking about the past. And the thorns here is not helping. It's like you just thinking, and this is what came root. Sometimes like if you don't do your lawn and you got some of them little tree things, you're like, what is this? Is this weed or what? And then you don't do anything about it. Start growing and growing before you know you got a little tree in your background, in your backyard. So this is what I'm picking up for that. Okay. What is that we have to surrender? Then I bring them out. Yeah. Clear. Listen to our music. Listen to our music. Okay. For the divine feminine, what you need to surrender is, let me get the divine. Clear. Get away. Let's leave today. Somebody need a vacation. Maybe talking to me. Do you need vacation? All right, so divine feminines. Surrender your addictions, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking. Take action to begin to heal the addictions and replace it with healthy alternatives. Especially when you're saying you're having problems with these finances, career, and it looks like to me you need to get in the process of planting new seeds so you can reap the harvest. You got to kind of work on that. And so maybe you working, or you saying, no, I got to be at this job because I don't know, they might fire me at a moment's notice. Things of that nature. Divinely, you got to work on is to the God of wisdom, which is thoughts. Okay, which is you got to get real wise about how you're dealing with your finances and careers. So if you like, oh no, I'm doing that, I do everything on my head. You know, you might have to kind of, if you talk about financially, you might have to give you some Quicken books or something like that, or get you go to Staples or Office Max and kind of go get you a ledger and start writing these things down the old-fashioned method, so you get you a budget together. Because this is what it looked like he's saying here, like budget yourself, or sit down and start writing these resumes, because whatever it is, it's going to require you to do some writing. You need to start healing yourself too, especially she's right over that heart chakra. So kind of get yourself back into feeling with this heart chakra here to kind of re-energize yourself. So do a lot of heart chakra clearing work. For the divine masculine, you need to surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take it a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself from feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there is. Okay, almost similar in some ways, but right now this is like taking nature walk. So like we see in Chicago, we're near Lake Michigan. We could go to the beach and kind of kick it there, or you could go walk around the lake, and you could take the little trail that they have there. But a lot of times, sometimes I'm driving and I come from school, and I will stop at the beach and just kind of like just take it all in, just just become relaxed by that. So that natural beauty is going to be helpful. It says Osiris, God of transformation. You got to kind of get in, especially when I see you saying you want to release control issues with that. Yeah, you could release the control issues. Oh, stop. I went on with this. The control issues I see that you're moving into. Maybe in some ways you want to move out this control issues because you're seeing that the divine feminine has no. Emotionally, you got to work on those control issues within yourself because you have emotionally some childhood issues that has caused your analytical mind to say, listen here, we looking at you, we can't really do the work. Okay? And that's why I said it's clarified by this code, because you want to have this soulmate relationship. You really want it this time. So in order you do that, you got to let go of the control, and you got to deal and address with that inner child issues. Okay, so now, with this, the divine powers that you're working with is God of transformation. You got to start learning how to unravel yourself. These things, these bandages, things that you done put on yourself to aid yourself are really at the point they're no longer needed. You want to be able to have a spirit of peace as well, and you want to also have joy. Okay, which you all find in the rhythm of life. You got the lights there. You pretty much dress the light down to the shoes. So you really want to have that twin flame dynamic where we come together and we are just expressing joy. Okay, so in order for you to do that, you got to say surrender to the beauty of the natural world, which means, again, you pretty much getting together with your analytical side and your emotional side. You all are coming together so that you can be able to manifest this in the 3D. Okay, so really, really work on you all getting together within yourself. Union first within yourself. And then it will work outwardly. So the nature, which is to be the joy of it, in order for you to surrender to the beauty of the natural world, you got to become naked. What you mean, walk around with no clothes and go on the street? No, I mean naked, like bare, stripped down, all these other kind of energies, entities, or whatever that's wreaking havoc on you coming together. Okay, and you got to have this God of transformation. Again, you got to unravel natural beauty. That means ain't no with you have these wrappings on you. That means you being vulnerable. You're not hiding anything. You don't have nothing to shield, or you got these barriers, or you these guards up. That's what you have to do in order for you to find natural beauty. Okay. Let's see. Did that one. I want to use. What's the overall energies that we're working towards? Clear. Nine of water and strength. The nine of cups, nine of water. Dreams come true. Wishes fulfilled. Completion and enjoyment. Contentment. Achievement of desire. It is right to say no to what isn't right for you, for me. And now is my time to experience wishes fulfilled. The sweet harvest that came about from seeds I planted. That go back to that's why I was off, because I was like, wait a second, did we just talk about that? Okay. To experience wishes fulfilled, the sweet harvest that came about from seeds I planted. I drink in the aroma of successful endeavor, take pride in my hard work and achievement, and savor the satisfaction of a job well done. I deserve to pause and acknowledge all I co-created, and I do it joyfully. Okay. All right then. So again, I said that reaping what you harvest, and then in the process, just be satisfied and happy. But pay attention to the times they might present yourself, because you don't want to kind of pass by it. Spirit is instant as you are. So the faster you get on it, as far as listening and doing what they exactly tell you to do, the faster it will come into fruition. Okay? And 8 of water. Okay, strength. Strength number 8. Strength. Endurance. I can go the distance and know that everything occurs in divine appropriate timing. I know I have encouraged. I have courage as I manifest miracles. When I allow spirit to work through me, I am creating enough to move mountains and endeavor my darkness, and overcome any obstacle inside or out. Okay, I can go the distance and know that everything occurs in divine approaching timing. I have courage as I manifest miracles. When I allow spirit to work through me, I am strong enough to move mountains and overcome any obstacle inside or out. Okay, nice. Okay, let's end with clear. What does divine feminine want to say to divine masculine? What does the masculine want to say to divine feminine? Starting with divine feminine collectives. Thank you. Okay, what does the divine masculine want to say to divine feminine? Divine feminine says, Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to people you love and act on it. So it's like, okay, this is nice, but I would like to see you physically. So I need you to kind of like show up and see. Show up and see, you know, be a part, active participant in this twin flame relationship. Yeah, that's not, no, okay. So yeah, that's that one. Okay, have patience. Love is patient and kind always. I think he might be in a rush too. Once this does clear out, he'll be ready to run to you. Have faith. Trust your faith in the situation. I see butterflies blossoming. She's going up to higher heights. Looks like her wings are made out of peacock patterns. So again, once you have this faith about this union, about this situation, you're going to be able to go up to higher heights, and you'll be able to transform yourself as well. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. All right, then, people, that is it for my reading. I ended with that. And so until next time, stay uplifted. That's 50-55. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste, Namago.